Hey everybody, how you doing? I just wanted to make this video real quick. I know I mentioned the other day something about the name and how I had to go back and study this a little further. A few people have messaged me very concerned about that, and I'm really sorry that I even brought that up right now before I kind of jumped the gun, because some of the other stuff I learned really threw me for a loop. I'll tell you a little bit about that, what that's about. But in the midst of what I was learning from this individual, he had thrown a little article up. I forget. I've tried to find it, but I'm just going to do my own research on it. But he threw an article up. Now, this whole deal that we're living in it's a manipulated reality. A lot of the news you see and stuff like that, and like I showed you on the video about RT, all that, even like 9/11 and stuff like that, it's all manipulated through a very elaborate code that has to do with energies and things like that, and it connects a lot to the planet Saturn. Okay, the planet Saturn is known by an X, and the X is the unknown. Now, if you look on the North Pole of Saturn, there is a what do you call it? A hexagon. You know how you put a hex on somebody? Well, on the North Pole of Saturn, there's a hexagon. Okay, so that Saturn's synonymous with Satan as well. And on the South Pole of Saturn, there's an all-seeing eye, or a swirl, and it looks just like the CBS symbol or the all-seeing eyes. So basically, well, he threw up an article anyway, and it had mentioned how a lot of our language comes from Phoenician. Okay, from Babylon, when the languages broke up, mostly the majority of the language was Phoenician. And he had the article that he threw up had mentioned something about Yahoo, actually meaning one way they call Saturn, Yahoo. Okay, now if you think about it, we have an internet browser called Yahoo, right? So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. You know what? I would love to know the name, and I would love to have the 100% truth. And you know what? I'm not saying that's not his name, okay? I'm saying I'm going to research it further. No more, no less. I'm going to research it further, and I'm going to show you what I find. And I'm not going to get any sleep until I figure this out. And I haven't gotten much sleep. I don't know if you can see that. I just got a little sleep. This is recently after being up for, I think, 27 hours straight. So, but I'm gonna figure this out. Don't freak out. Don't worry. I was more freaked out about the other stuff I figured out about Saturn than really the name. But the name begs the question. You have to watch these guys out here that you think you got the 100% truth. You think you know it all. None of us know it all, alright? This system that we're in, this time machine, basically, that we're in, is very complex, and you don't have all the damn answers. You can't get in the Bible and figure out all the answers, because that text has been so damn manipulated, it's not even funny. Every single damn word in that book has been manipulated. So if you're out here thinking you got 100% truth, go somewhere. Go somewhere with your sorry butt, just like you like to tell everybody else. You don't have 100% truth, and you probably never will. None of us probably ever will. We're going to have to rely on one thing, and that's the Messiah, who came and broke that code that we're a part of. Our biggest enemy is time. We live and die because of time. A time limit. Who is the father time? Who is father time? Kronos. Who's Kronos? Saturn. There's something going on here. If you look around, you know, you got the Xbox X games. X is synonymous with Saturn. Not even the people in the cult or the mystery religions have the whole truth. Only the guys at the very tippy top. And Albert Pike even said that. He said, make them know they've reached the last level when they really haven't reached the final level. Always try to keep them at the level they're at until they somehow themselves come on, get into, well, whatever. You know, it was always about, this whole thing is always about keeping some truth from you. And now they're pumping us all full of, they're starting to give us, instead of crumbs, they're giving us loaves of bread of truth. And there's a reason for that, because they're keeping this whole truth movement thing is all about flesh and bone. It's all about all these guys that are part of the New World Order. I got news for you. The New World Order is just another false reality. It's just another smokescreen. We're not battling flesh and blood. We're battling spirits and principalities in higher places, and you have no idea how deep it goes. Well, I'm about to crawl down into the hole and try to figure it out. My website is yahuwah-is-salvation.com. That's not going to change, because even if I find out that's not the right name, I can cut people off at the pass with that website and steer them in the right direction if need be. So that's not going to change. I've already thought about that. But we can't. I know we want to know. We want to have a purpose, and we want to know. We want to finally know and just be able to know and just go that direction. We have to keep praying, and we have to keep living by the law the best we can. You can't live by Torah 100%. Anybody who tells you that is out of their damn mind. I mean, when you cook pork on your stove, or whatever they cooked it on back in the day, they had to destroy that device completely. They could not cook on that, clean it, or anything. They had to destroy it. So unless you're out there destroying, going into an apartment, your new apartments, and replacing it with brand new appliances, you're not keeping Torah completely. And anybody who says they are is a liar, and run from them. Granted, on the same hand, there is something about Torah that is like, it's like a program. That's why it was given to us. It's part of the machine, but it's the part that the ultimate creator, not the God of this world. The God of this world is Saturn or Satan. The ultimate creator gave us the program, and we have to keep it the best we can. That's why we have to keep it, because that will elevate us closer to Him. But we can't do it in the Kabbalistic way. So don't go researching Kabbalism and all that unless you're just trying to find the truth to get to know, because you have to. It's really hard to explain. You have to put all these things together, and you have to go into it, not to get into it, but you have to look at it in order to put all these pieces together, because there's something much deeper going on here than you could ever imagine. Saturn is the ruler of time and space, or the X in the cube, or the X in the box, or the time and space. X and cube is time and space. If you look in the middle of quote-unquote David's star, you'll see the hexagon right there in the middle. That's why they added the lines. That's Solomon's seal. So as you know, Solomon backslid and he got into this stuff. Okay? So this all connects. You see these symbols everywhere, and when I watched this guy, I started seeing this stuff everywhere. Remember the colors. Green, remember boxes, X's, cubes. Anywhere you see a cube, a game cube, cube is synonymous with Saturn. That thing that the Arabs circle around over in Mecca, that cube, that's a symbol for Saturn or Satan. We have been tricked and duped into worshiping Saturn or Satan. And, you know, I love the name too. I'd love to know the name for sure, for 100%. But everything has been so screwed up. You know, that's what Adam did. The tree of life is this Kabbalah code, or this Kabbalah uh, tree. And it's a code. Adam screwed with the code and screwed something up, and that's why we're cursed. We're not really cursed as a curse. We're something happened. Now it trapped us in this time capsule or the machine. You know, like it's a one. My computer, this laptop I'm on right now, is called E-Machines. We are in a machine, a physical or and spiritual machine. Time regulated by time. The beast is time. That's and it's just. I'll make more videos. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research. I'm probably gonna do another video I want to do on some of our actions lately. I was on Pal Talk the other night, and we're just, you know, we pretend to be so knowledgeable on things, a lot of us, and we forget the main commandment, which is love your brother as yourself. And I see people saying things to people. You know, if you got some different beliefs, work them out with reason. But I see people saying things to people they wouldn't say to themselves. You know, we know all this stuff about the Sabbath and la la la, and we proclaim to know every damn thing, but we're forgetting one of the main commandments, one of the top commandments: to love your brother as yourself. Man, let's start doing that first, and then let's get into everything else. How about that? I think that would be better than knowing when the Sabbath is, or knowing what day. We worship every day. All right, keep the Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath. Keep it set apart. Do something different on that day. If we really have the correct day. You know, things have been so screwed up. That's why we needed a Messiah. That's why he had to come here and break the code, and there's only one way, and that's through him. Right? That's why. Because this thing is so deep. It's so deep that it's not even funny. It's you know, with knowledge, with more wisdom comes many sorrows. In that last video I said my world has completely changed. Yeah, that's no lie. With much wisdom comes many sorrows. But we have to seek wisdom. It's not pretty what's going on. I mean, it's so hard to explain. It's like it's like a movie that can never be written. It's so deep. Well, they kind of did with the Matrix, but in a way. But anyway, I know I didn't want to make this video too long, but keep an eye out. I got another video coming I want to do real quick, and then I'm going to continue to do my research here. Don't freak out about the name. I mean, but always be searching. Don't ever take anything for 100%. And if someone wants out there, like some of these guys, I don't want to really name names, but they want to tell you to do what they say or go somewhere, then go somewhere. Get away from them. They got a bad attitude and they got poor fruits. You know, you can tell them by their fruits. That's why we were given that verse. Someone's got a bad attitude and they don't want to work with you on things, and they just want it to be 100% their way. You know what? We're not going to, I doubt we'll ever know the 100% truth until the final day. But anyway, don't freak out. I'm just doing some more research on this because I want the truth. I don't want to just run with something because I've seen some very good evidence for it, but the fact that our language is so twisted up, and these books we get are basically books from higher up, from people that are part of that society probably anyway. So and there's no telling what the Israel brought out of Egypt. You know, they right away they started worshiping a calf. You know, so there's no telling what happened with transcripts and things, you know, after Moses and stuff like that, you know. So we got to be careful. We got to be really careful. And some of these guys that are out here on YouTube and stuff, just because they're on YouTube doesn't mean they're average people. They could very well be getting paid by somebody, or they could be part of this whole uh, contrived reality. You ever heard the saying that your brain is like a computer? It can process things. It can be programmed. Well, this whole thing is so deep. That's how deep it is. It's computer deep type stuff. So anyway, take it easy. I'll be back with another video today about our words and how we should be treating each other. And be blessed. Peace be with you. Do some research.